Memphis Bleek responds to 50 Cent. Let's talk about it. This is Fresh Hiphop Opinion with your guy Oleezeh. Don't forget to subscribe. So yes, the Memphis Bleek Tony Yayo saga. Well, I can't call it a saga. But their ongoing issue has risen up again, and 50 Cent and Uncle Murder have got involved. Remember, this began when Tony Yayo was on Shannon Sharp's show and he referenced Memphis Bleek, saying Jay-Z doesn't look after Memphis Bleek and a whole bunch of Rockefeller artists like 50 Cent does the G-Unit members. 50 Cent will take Yayo, Uncle Murder, and before Lloyd Banks on tour with him. Whereas Jay-Z, he just kinda does his own thing, makes billionaire moves. I might drop down and do a verse for somebody every now and then. But this was the interaction, the backstory between Bleek and Tony Yayo. Check out the clip.
Jay don't look
They'll look out for Bleek like they'll look out for you.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I just want to clear that up. Hope don't have to.
And then he said he eat his home halal.
Right. I'm chewing aloud on my own.
He eats on his own. I eat on my own too.
Right.
On my own too. I just came off tour.
Right.
When have you seen Bleek on tour? On his own. Jay-Z is not a bad guy. Bleek is not a bad guy. I'm not saying. I'm saying to you that Jay-Z was all business with him. I don't feel like Bleek was Jay-Z's friend. I don't feel like Young Guns was Jay-Z's friend. It came to a point where 50 was helping Siegel.
Yeah, fam. And after that, Jim Jones and Memphis Bleek were on the Rock Solid podcast, and even Jim Jones went at Tony Yayo, calling him pretty much a crackhead. It's pretty harsh. That may have some history, where Tony Yayo in the past has said, was criticized the fact that Stack Bundles, Jim Jones' former artist who was gunned down in his hood. Tony Yayo had criticized that Stack Bundles was still in the hood and Jim Jones hadn't taken him out of there. And Tony Yayo kind of made a comparison with himself and 50 Cent. When Yayo was locked up, as soon as he came out, 50 had put him in like Manhattan. He didn't have to go back to Jamaica, Queens, where the same thing may have happened to Yayo. But after all this back and forth between Memphis Bleek and Tony Yayo and Jim Jones, Yayo, 50 and Uncle Murder were out. I believe they're touring with 50 again, or traveling somewhere. And as they were passing through some private jets, some people might say PJs, Yayo and Murder were saying which private jets they're gonna buy, with 50 Cent laughing in the background. Check out the clip.
Mark, what you doing, boy? Leadjet Lenny in the house.
Leadjet Lenny in this.
Tony.
We outside.
Charles Tony. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Taking that one, Mark. You ready?
You say you taking that one?
Yeah, we taking that one, right?
It's the unit, nigga. What talking about? They get no money out of here.
Yeah, fam. Uncle Murder and Yayo have got expensive taste. They're talking about buying private jets like we talk about buying chocolate bars. Obviously, they were being sarcastic. I don't think even these two could buy a private jet together with all the money they've got. But 50 Cent also wrote in the caption, and he took aim at Memphis Bleek. He said this, "Damn Bleek, they're talking about you. They said you're gonna need backup." Now I was surprised 50 hadn't got involved in this prior to this actually, because 50 gets involved with everything. But this is the first kind of involvement that 50's had in terms of this beef between, well, can you call it a beef? This interaction that Memphis Bleek and Yayo are having. But Bleek was not taking that lying down. Memphis Bleek ain't no slouch. Remember back in the day, he was a street rapper, talking that tough talk. He wasn't gonna take no disrespect. Not from 50, not from Yayo, and not from Uncle Murder. He responded, and he said this, "Proving my point, OG," with a bunch of laughing emojis. "They need boss man." It's kind of true. That's what Memphis Bleek was saying. He was always saying he does not need anybody to succeed. He stands on his own too. That's the whole thing. Yayo was saying Jay-Z doesn't help him, and Bleek was saying he doesn't need Jay-Z's help. He can stand on his own 2 feet like a grown man. And Bleek is basically saying Yayo and Uncle Murder in their 40s, grown men, they should be doing the same and not hanging on to 50 for some crumbs or some bread. Well, I don't necessarily agree with that though. If 50's gonna go on tour or go and do a show and he needs to hire somebody, you might as well hire the people that you're cool with. Of course, Uncle Murder's not from the G-Unit original days, but 50's always been a fan. And Yayo and Murder, they have a good tag team sort of back and forth. I kind of associate Yayo and Murder more than I do Banks and Yayo these days. But after Memphis Bleek's response, another Twitter user got involved as well. Said 100. And murder shouldn't say G-Unit. He came after the glory days. Obviously that person must be a Rockefeller fan. But Memphis Bleek responded saying facts. And I got him that deal. Which I didn't know about that. I can't see how Bleek would be linked from Uncle Murder to 50. But hey, if he said it, there must be some truth in it, I guess. Overall, this is all just jokes, isn't it? It's not. None of these guys have got real beef with each other. None of them really want to do something to each other. It's all just poking fun. Whose pockets are longer? Maybe the Jim Jones response to Tony Yayo had a bit more heat behind it. But even that, I don't think is really based on much. Because when Yayo said that about Stack Bundle should have been out of the hood, as much as it might have been a sore point at the time to Jim Jones, I doubt he's still carrying that heat so much time afterwards. I believe this was years ago Yayo said this. In terms of the Bleek and Yayo issue, I just don't believe that's serious. I mean, even Bleek's response to 50 was filled with laughing emojis, so you can tell nobody's really getting angry about this. You know what they say? Even behind every joke, there's an element of truth in there. So as much as these guys are playing it cool and they're laughing at each other's comments, there'll be a bit of personal pride, a bit of I don't want to lose to this guy, even if it's just an online back and forth. That will be definitely going on. But that's just my opinion. I want to know yours. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And for just a few dollars a month, you can support the channel and become a member. Exclusive content just for you. This is Fresh Hiphop Opinion. Peace and love.
Jay don't look
They'll
out
look up a Bleek like Fib look out for you.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I just want to clear that up. Hope don't have to.
And then he said he eat his home halal.
Right. I'm chewing aloud on my own.
He eats on his own. I eat on my own too.
Right.
On my own too. I just came off tour.
Right.
When have you seen Bleek on tour? On his own. Jay-Z is not a bad guy. Bleek is not a bad guy. I'm not saying. I'm saying to you that Jay-Z was all business with him. I don't feel like Bleek was Jay-Z's friend. I don't feel like Young Guns was Jay-Z's friend. It came to a point where 50 was helping Siegel.
Mark, what you doing, boy? Leadjet Lenny in the house.
Leadjet Lenny in this.
Urban is Tony.
We outside.
Tony is Tony. What are these talking about? What are these talking about?
Taking that one, Mark. You ready?
You say you taking that one?
Yeah, we taking that one, right?
It's the unit, nigga. They get no money out of here.